You know that sinking feeling when you check your phone and see 3 missed calls from potential clients, or when you're with a customer and you have to choose between focusing on them or answering another incoming call. Most business owners think they need to hire a full-time receptionist to solve this problem. But what if I told you that in the next 15 minutes, I could show you how to never miss an important call again, sound incredibly professional to every caller, and do it all for less than hiring a full-time receptionist? Today, I'm going to show you a clever way to set up GoHighLevel's new voice AI that most people don't know about yet. And the best part, even though it's a brand new feature, I've discovered some powerful tricks to make it work like a full-time receptionist.
Where AI meets ambition.
Hey there, for those who don't know me, I'm Michelle Anderson, and I specialize in helping small businesses automate their operations using AI. I've been testing GoHighLevel's voice AI since it was released, and while I may not have all the bells and whistles yet, I've discovered some clever ways to make it work brilliantly for your business. Now stick around until the end because I'm going to share my personal template for setting up your voice AI responses. It's the exact framework I use with my clients to make their AI sound natural and professional. Plus, I'll show you a quick hack to handle appointment requests even though direct scheduling isn't available yet. Look, I get it. Maybe you're struggling to keep up with calls while trying to actually run your business. Or perhaps you're missing potential clients because you can't answer the phone 24/7. Trust me, I've been there, and so have my clients. So today, I'm going to walk you through 4 simple steps to set up your voice AI assistant in GoHighLevel. We're going to do the initial setup and configuration. We're going to look at the structure and creating your perfect greeting, set up response flows, and adding your clever workarounds. So let's dive in. Okay, so step 1. First, we're going to get everything configured properly, and you're going to log into your GoHighLevel account. Now, if you don't have one yet, I've got a special link in the description that will get you all set up. And initially, you're going to have to do a few things to get ready to be able to use the voice AI, like getting a phone number. And that's pretty straightforward. I'm not going to get into that in this tutorial, but if you want to know more about that, let me know in the comments below, and I'll create a tutorial on that. But once you have your phone number, which you can do all within GoHighLevel, you can sign up for the phone number, you're going to navigate to the settings, and you're going to choose voice AI agents. Now, initially, it may ask you, do you want to subscribe? Because this is an additional fee beyond the base subscription fee. And there are 2 options. There is the monthly option. If you have a high call volume, you're probably going to want to choose this. It's $97 a month. But maybe initially you want to start out with, or if you have a low call volume, you're going to want to do the pay-as-you-go option, which I think it charges based on the actual usage that you use. So once you're in the voice AI section, and you are going to start by creating an agent. Now, you're going to want to give your agent a name, whatever you feel like. Let's see, Jenny. And you can choose from a whole bunch of different voices. Now, just note that actually these voices tend to actually sound a bit different. So when you test out the call, which you should do once you have it set up, you'll be able to actually hear what it really sounds like. But you can kind of get a little bit of an idea by just choosing. Let's use this one, and then you can just play. It gives you a little sample. Put in your business name, your time zone, and you're going to want to go to advanced setting. And the default has it set at 5, but it can go all the way up to 15. So I think even something like 12 is good. Response speed, I would set it to brisk and see how that goes. You can always adjust it and click confirm. And there is no outbound call yet. It will be coming soon, as you can see here. And then you want to have an initial message here. So when it answers the phone, what do you want it to say? I would say identify your business, or you can say, this is Jenny from, whatever your business is. How can I help you today? and just have some kind of initial message like that. So next, we're going to go to the goals. Now, I definitely recommend switching to advanced mode, but once you switch, you can't go back. But you have a lot more control if you're using the advanced mode. So I'm going to switch to advanced mode. And so you can see here, once an agent is created with advanced goals, it cannot be switched back to basics. That's okay. And we are going to put our prompt in here, okay? So this is where the prompt is going to go, and they have one in here, which is pretty generic. So you're going to want to actually change this and give it more specific information. This is where we can get creative with the prompting. Instead of just having exact responses, we're going to create some guidelines to let the AI sound more natural and varied. So I'm going to show you a basic prompt here, which I have access to this in the community, which you can find a link in the description below. So if you want this, you can join the community and you can find this exact document there. But I've given a sample prompt here. And for the most part, what you want to do, because you don't want it to script out exactly. Imagine somebody, if you have a client who calls more than once and they get exact same thing that it says every time, you want to give it directions, instructions instead. So here's the structure, and it's pretty generic. Here, you're going to want to go in and tweak it, but basically you want to have the initial message. You're going to give it its role, whatever it is. Maybe it's an onboarding specialist. Maybe it's a receptionist that's answering questions. So you're going to want to set up the role. What role do you want it to play? That's the first step. And then you want to go through what the conversation flow that you would like. So you think about it. If somebody's calling in, how would you think you would ideally want the conversation to go? For example, first they're going to greet, then they need to gather their information, and then respond based on that. If there's objections, how do you want them to handle it? Next steps, things like that. You're thinking about the flow of the conversation as you go through, and you're kind of scripting it out. You can give some sample responses, but you don't want it to say this exactly how you want it to say, because again, it'll say that exact same thing every single time. And you can see if I cancel this firm. So if we take a look at one of my agents here, you can see I have the role, I have the call handling, I'm telling it what to do, answer calls with a warm and professional tone. And I've given it a little bit of guidelines, if calling, some things that it could say, but basically we want to, for example, appointment booking. If the caller wants to book an appointment, follow this approach. So we've given it some examples of what it could say, but we don't want it to exactly say a specific thing. And so when you're setting up, you can kind of go in here and see what background information do you want to give it, which instructions for handling the calls, general rules, and script instructions for inbound calls. You can use this too as a guide to help you figure out what you want your prompt to say. Now, GoHighLevel it is coming. We keep hearing soon. They are going to be adding the ability for it to directly have access to your calendar. Again, that's included in GoHighLevel, so you can have everything within that same system. And when people call in, another thing to note is when people are called in, they're automatically added as a contact too in your CRM in GoHighLevel. So that's what's great about GoHighLevel and why you may want to choose to use the voice AI agent within GoHighLevel. So it's coming, and I may do another video once they've added it, but right now the voice AI cannot directly handle creating appointments. So what's the workaround right now? Well, what it is to set up a workflow that will direct it to send a text from your conversational AI. So basically, you can have it say, well, do you want to book an appointment? And then if they agree, if they want to handle booking an appointment, then the AI will actually send it a text message. So that's kind of the workaround right now to be able to have it book appointments for you. And once you have that SMS triggered, the conversational AI will take over and they will be having a chat conversation and they will be able to book the appointment. And once they have that conversation going and the They can suggest times, they can ask questions, and then once the time is confirmed, the conversational AI will add it to your calendar, and everything can be done automatically within HighLevel using a combination of the voice AI, the conversational AI, and having the workflows set up so that all of this is taken care of. Sometimes they'll call in and they do need to talk to a human. So that's where you can set up the call transfer. You can have it put in the name, the phone number that you want it to transfer to, and when should they transfer? So, for example, if the user wants to talk to the manager, it can tell when you say, if they want to talk to the manager, the voice AI can actually tell and will transfer it. And you can have what to say before it transfers the call. And you can actually, if you have maybe several people within your business, you could actually have a separate one. For example, if somebody asks for Bill, then you can actually put that in here. And then when the person asks for Bill, the voice AI agent can actually forward the call to that particular person. So that's the call transfer. This is where you would trigger that workflow. Now, if you have a workflow set up, you have to set it up, and then you can have it trigger the workflow to pick up. So, for example, booking a call, you have to have your workflow set up first, then you choose which workflow you want. So, for example, somebody called my voice AI, which workflow do I want to add them to? This one is to schedule the AI bot. This is my conversational AI. So when to trigger it? When the user agrees to booking a call. So I would put that in here. What to say when the workflow is being triggered? Something like, I'm sending the booking link over to you now, and then click save. And again, you can have it trigger more than one workflow in here. And when the call is completed, you could have it trigger a certain workflow here. When the workflow is done, what do I want it to do? I can choose, right? And so here's the thing too. When you receive a call from the voice AI, how do you know if you've got a call or not? Well, this is where you could have a workflow so that when you get a call, a notification is sent to you, but you can also receive an email notification that includes the entire transcript of what the voice AI, you want to know what's going on, right? You want to know what was said. So you can actually have it emailed. You can send it to all the users if you have team members, or you can assign it to a specific person, or you can even put it in the custom email that you wanted to send it to. So you can have it update certain contact fields. So when somebody calls, and if you set up your AI to, like, for example, ask for their business information, ask for any kind of information that you might need, you set up the contact fields ahead of time. Again, this is all more about the other workings in HighLevel. So if you want to know more about that, you can. But you can have it actually update. And see here, I have, different fields. So I said maybe they've given their business name. So I want them to update that. So it can update that. What to update in the field. So the business name, any kind of information you want to gather on the call, you can then create a field for it and then have the AI actually update that in the contact section. Because again, when they call in, contact is automatically made, but maybe they only have the phone number. Until the voice AI collects the information, the name, the business name, then you can actually have the voice AI add that to that contact. Hopefully that makes sense. In the next section is where you set the hours that you want the AI to answer, and you choose the phone number. So let's say you can only use one phone number for one voice AI agent. So if you want more than one to handle different things, you're going to need to get more than one phone number. So let's say I choose this phone number. You can have the AI agent to answer the call. If the user or call forwarding number doesn't respond, I'm going to turn that off. But if I want to set certain working hours, which I just usually set it to go 24/7, I would turn this on, and you can actually put the hours in that you want it to answer. Over here is where you can test your agent. So once you have it all set up, you're going to want to test it. Don't just let it go. You can put in your phone number. It's going to call you. You get 10 minutes each day to test it out. and you can call it. And once you do, you will see a history in there. And I'm going to show you that in just a moment. But then you can also see here all the call logs. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. All right, so here is one that's had a call, and I can take a look at the call. I can look at the transcript in here to test it out or to see how it went. And I can rate it based on how it went. So was it okay? Was it not? If it's like this, then I can actually give some feedback here. We can see the things like the transcript. This one, it doesn't have a recording. I'm not sure why, but then we can also see the summary. And so even this information, we could have a workflow that actually sends that summary to your email or actually text it to you so you know right away, oh, I got a call and this is what it was about. So you don't have to have the whole entire transcript sent to a text. So like, let's say if you want a text sent to you, you can get notified right away that you had a call. If you need to follow up right away, you can. As I mentioned, here is the template for creating your own prompt for your own voice AI in GoHighLevel. And you can use this as a guide to help you with creating your own prompt. So you now have everything you need to set up your voice AI assistant in GoHighLevel. Yes, I know it's basic right now, but when you implement these strategies, it becomes a powerful tool for your business. No call will be left missed. And remember, with major updates coming soon, you will be perfectly positioned to take advantage of the new features as they roll out. And if you haven't signed up for GoHighLevel yet, I definitely recommend it. Sign up with the link to get you started if you haven't already. And before we wrap up, don't forget to join my free community to get access to the voice AI response template. Once you're in the free community, you'll get access to any of the free resources that I mentioned on my YouTube channel. And this is going to save you time in setting up your prompt. Now that you've got your voice AI set up to handle your calls like a pro, you're probably wondering, what happens to all those leads after the AI captures them? Well, in my next video, I'm going to show you how to turn this voice AI setup into a complete automation powerhouse. I'm talking about connecting it with your CRM and your calendar, the whole system working together seamlessly. You'll see exactly how to set up follow-up sequence that nurture your leads automatically while your AI handles the phones. So be sure not to miss the next one. If you found the Voice AI Setup Guide helpful, make sure to hit that button and subscribe for more AI automation tips that help you work smarter, not harder. Drop a comment below if you have any questions about setting up your Voice AI. I read every single one and love helping you optimize your systems. Remember, you don't have to choose between missing important calls and being chained to your phone. Let AI handle the heavy lifting while you focus on what really matters, growing your business and serving your clients. I'll see you in the next one.